So I picked up a pregnancy test at Dollar Tree today because I kind of have been meaning to take one just to like check. But I never get them because at Walmart they always have them locked up and I don't feel like asking for one and dealing with that, so I've just kind of been putting it off. But Dollar Tree, I was looking for stuff for activities for London, was browsing around the store, saw them and was like, why the heck not? It's $1, it's easy, I'll just grab one. So, got it over here with all the other random stuff I got. I got those shoes at Walmart though, because she needs new tennis shoes because all of hers are getting a little small, and that's all activity stuff. But I got the pregnancy test, and I kind of want to like just leave it there and see if I can like get a reaction to Christopher seeing that I bought one, because we kind of joke about it sometimes, but we both know we're not ready for another one yet. So he's probably gonna be like, why do you have that? And he's probably gonna get super suspicious of me, but I don't suspect that I'm actually pregnant at all. The paranoia in me is like, well, what if you are, you know? But I'm not. But what if I, don't, come on now. You always do that. These are brand new, haven't even opened them yet, and you already done ripped the box. No. Leave that stuff alone, please. That's for later. No. I'm probably not gonna take it for a couple more days. So, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to see if I could catch him. No. Hey, be nice. No. I wanted to see if I could catch him like being like, why do you have that? Cause. No. So hopefully I can get up the stairs before him when I go pick him up today. Otherwise, I mean, he'll see it before I can set the camera off. Be nice. But yeah, I'm not on any birth control. We decided to just go the condom route because birth control is rough. Let's have a little chit chat about birth control, I guess, while I'm waiting to leave to go pick him up. Yeah, birth control is rough. It ruins your body, in my experience anyways. Like, I hate it. It's different for everyone, but I'm just over it. I haven't been on birth control since I stopped to get pregnant with London, which was October or November of 2017, and thank God for that. Hey, be careful. I have not gotten my period back since having Ashlyn, so I mean, I don't really have anything to go off of. Hey, what do you want? Please. Please what? Don't know what you're pointing at. No. You need to learn to use your words. I don't know what you want when you just fuss. No. Don't tell me no. This kid's turning into a real handful. Please. Please what? Daddy. You don't need your tablet right now. We're getting ready to go soon. No. Can you get the water out? She's so ornery. Thank you. Anyways, yeah, I haven't gotten my period back yet. I am exclusively breastfeeding, and in my experience with London, that acted as birth control for me, which I know that is not 100%. It's different for everyone. You can't rely on that, blah, blah, blah. So, hey, no ma'am. That's just, with London, when I was breastfeeding London, that's what caused us to not be able to get pregnant with Ashlyn for as long as it took. I'm pretty sure anyways, because I didn't get my period back with London until 10 months postpartum, and then even after then it took like a couple cycles of like regulating, hey, don't break that, before I actually was able to get pregnant. So breastfeeding with London acted as birth control, but it's really hit or miss. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you're actually more fertile after having a baby even when breastfeeding. So yeah, you gotta be careful. I'm the type of person that definitely waits the 6 weeks that they tell you to wait. So we waited the 6 weeks, and when my doctor asked me about birth control, I told her, I was like, Yeah, I don't really want nothing. And she was on board with it, thank God, because I hate when doctors try and push birth control on you. Because my views here, okay? First of all, when you are breastfeeding, you can only use certain types of birth control because the hormones can mess with breastfeeding. So I believe I'm limited to things like the mini pill or implants or maybe the depot shot. I would never get the depot shot because I've heard so many people that struggle with weight gain from that and just other side effects and things like fertility issues and stuff like that. So I would never get the depot shot personally. I would also never get implants because I hear so many horror stories about how they get lost. They also can mess up your mess up your fertility chances, and they can be pretty miserable as well. So I personally would never do an implant either. I also wouldn't want to go through the pain of that. So those two types of birth control are out for me, which would only leave me with the mini pill. And when I did take birth control, I took the pill. It wasn't the mini pill because I wasn't breastfeeding. It was just regular birth control pill. And it was okay. It worked the entire time I took it. I never got pregnant on it. But, I mean, it made me nauseous and just different stuff like that. And in my experience, it didn't really mess up fertility because, I mean, it took one try to get pregnant with London after getting off of it. So, I mean, I didn't necessarily hate that birth control. I already struggle with depression and anxiety, and birth control is known to make it worse. So I'd rather not. When I struggle enough with that, I don't need anything making it worse. So that's one of the main reasons. Mini pill, you have to take it the exact same time every day for it to be effective. No way could I do that. I suck at remembering to take medicine. I would probably end up skipping so many days. I would definitely never be able to take it at the exact same time every day. Yeah, that would it would be useless because I wouldn't even be using it right. And also I've heard things like it can make you super moody, which I'm already a moody person and I already get irritated way too fast. So I don't need something making that worse, because I've seen so many people say that on the mini pill it just made them super like angry and irritable, and I don't want that. And as well as I've seen that it was causing people's milk supply to go down. Don't want that either. So it's just a whole bunch of like, I don't want that in my body. It messes up so many things. It causes so many issues, and I'd just rather not. Condoms are so much simpler. And they're pretty much just as effective as everything else when used properly. Now, that being said, we did have one break on us a couple weeks ago. So, yeah. Which, I still don't think anything of that. Like, it kind of happened, he kind of noticed, so I don't really know that much came of that. Like, he noticed, he was like, hey, it broke, don't move. So I don't think anything came of that, and I would also have to be ovulating, which there's a chance that I'm not because of breastfeeding, and depending on what time of month it is, I might not have been in like a fertile window if I'm fertile at all right now because of breastfeeding. So I'm not really worried about it. I just would still like to double check. I had my first phantom kicks today, which, if you don't know what that is, after you have a baby, sometimes you just randomly feel what felt like baby kicks when it's actually nothing. It's actually like a big thing in the postpartum community. If you look it up on Google, it's super weird, like feeling baby kicks when you're no longer pregnant. I felt that today, and I was like, whoa, am I really like 3 months pregnant right now? And I'm like, dude, no, it hasn't even been that long since you first had sex again. So it's just how my mind works. Like, I literally jump to like the worst case scenario. I jump to like crazy conclusions all the time. Like, it's not fun. But like I said, I really don't think I am. Just gonna double check. If I am, I would literally be so surprised. So yeah, and then I don't know, I'm gonna take it in a couple days, see what happens. I'm assuming it'll be negative.
Fucking pregnancy test, are you serious?
What?
Fucking pregnancy test, dude. I got phantom kicks. I know I'm not 3 months pregnant. I know I'm not pregnant, but I'm gonna buy one anyway.
Well, I saw them. So I'm not.
Report my reaction that you have with a pregnancy test?
No, I'm done. Tried to do something else, but I ran ruined it.
Sick.
Alright, you guys, so really quick before we go take a nap, I'm gonna take this pregnancy test. Christopher's at work, so and the kids are alone. A little Dollar Tree test. If this had been the old me, like whenever we were trying with Ashlyn, I would have taken this test the second that the soonest that I could. But I've had this for, let's see, it's Monday, I got it Thursday. So I've had it for like 4 days and I haven't touched it. And that's something for me. So it's mostly because I have no inkling that it is actually positive and I don't want it to be positive. I'm an adult, and if it were to be positive, I would still be happy and like we would figure it out, even though we don't necessarily want another baby right now. Like, definitely our plan is not for another like 2 years at least, probably. I don't know, things change, but I don't necessarily, like, we're not trying. I don't want a baby right now, so I'm not like obsessing over it. I just wanted to do this kind of for fun, but also because I'm like paranoid and I just want to check. The main thing that made me think to take a test is I've just had some weird symptoms, but those could totally just be postpartum things because so much stuff happens to your body postpartum. I've got my cup of pee. Let me do this and then I'll talk while we wait on the timer. So 3 drops, 1, 2, 3, and then you wait 3 minutes. And I'm gonna cover it up down here as well. So, as I was saying, I was having some weird symptoms, but they could totally be from just me being a little over 3 months postpartum. But a couple weeks ago, I had like a couple days where I just had some random spotting. I didn't know why. I get some cramping here and there, you know, just like random stuff that could totally be normal. As I said before, I haven't gotten my period back since I had Ashlyn. Oh, and leave the Q-tips alone. So, I don't know. Whenever I saw the spotting, I started to get a little paranoid, like, huh, what if I am pregnant, or like, what else could that be? Because I was like, well, maybe I'm getting my first postpartum period, which would have pissed me off, because with London, I got lucky and didn't have it for like 10 months, and I hate that, because what girl doesn't hate having a period? So, but then it didn't turn into anything. It was just like 2 or 3 days where I just had some really light pink spotting, which was like implantation bleeding. Please don't be. I explained that we did have a broken condom accident. This doesn't really change anything birth control wise because, like I said, it's horrible for my body and my emotions, and like I just don't feel comfortable taking that, and that's my choice. So like I said, this is mostly for fun, but also just to make sure, because I'm a very paranoid person. Like, I'm not nervous or anything like that, because like I said, I don't think that I'm actually pregnant. Like, I highly, highly doubt it will actually be positive. If it is, it would be like the hugest shock of the century to me. As I have said a couple times before, our plan is to wait until Ashlyn is probably like around 2 or 3 before we want to start trying again, because I want to give my body a break. I still haven't even adjusted to having the 2 kids that I have, so I definitely don't want to think about adding another one right now. And yeah, it's just not something that we've talked about starting anytime soon, and I do not play in toilet water. I'm not interested in having another kid right now. But as I said, we're adults, we live on our own, we pay our own bills, blah, blah, blah. So if it does happen between now and whenever we actually want to start trying again, then we will be adults and we will figure it out. Okay. I just kind of got a little bit of a stomach drop, but I don't like these because they get shadows, but it definitely looks negative to me. The way that the test is so far back, it's hard to see in there. But yeah, it's negative. And I wasn't like worried about using like first morning pee or anything like that because it's been a while since I've had all this stuff, so. And I also just didn't think I was actually pregnant, so. I'd say it's negative. Definitely know that we need to be more careful. But we are gonna go take a nap because it's nap time in our house. You should check. And then we will be back whenever Christopher gets home later. Which is a while for now. It's only 1 o'clock and he doesn't get home till after 7, so. Go put it in the sink. Actually, real quick before I go, I'm just gonna show you guys the test, just to show you guys that it is negative. I didn't mean that sink, so. Like I said, these tests are hard to look at because it's so deep that there's shadows when you try and look at it, but it's definitely negative.
All the scars start to heal when I'm with you, and I can't explain how I feel when I'm with you. Just give a little bit of your heart, give a little bit of your heart to me.